I actually came to United States in 1968, right after high school, and I was 18 years old. I could not get into college in Iran, and I was accepted as a student here in the United States. I took the test for going to college. I went to NJIT. Most of us in Iran, we learned sciences. We were strong in math and physics and sciences, so it was natural for us to go into engineering programs. So we went. I went to college as a February freshman. First semester, I did really well, even though I didn't know language, but I did 4.0 average. I worked as a waiter throughout my college, and then I continued with my master's degree, with my doctorate degree. My father, Olav Shalom, he passed away in 1975. I had gone to Iran twice. Unfortunately, I couldn't go back. I was in the middle of my final exams for doctorate degree. When I lived in Rutherford, I used to go to Passaic to Rabbi Weinberger's shul. And I called Rabbi Weinberger. I said, I need a place, in and around Florham Park, which town. So really the choices were either Passaic, which was too far, West Orange, or Livingston. Rabbi Marcus was introduced to me through Rabbi Weinberger. I called Rabbi Marcus and I introduced myself, and I told him who I was. I said I need a place to stay, and he introduced me to the Sauls. Stan and Lee became my adopted family. I was made very comfortable here. People really take good care of me. And then Rabbi Marcus in early 80s, there were a handful of Sephardim here in town. He would gather us together, push us into a classroom upstairs, and say, Minhag avotinu biyadinu Yaakov, you have to daven your own minhag. We had to always borrow Sephardim, Ashkenazim, to help us, mainly youth, to help us make a minyan. They would give us a Sefer Torah. And we were flowing, it was started with once a month, twice a month on Shabbat, and gradually we came down to the youth lunch, the old youth lunch. Mainly half Persians, and the rest were people from different countries all over. Until in the 90s, Al Jacob, Olav Shalom, was with us. He graciously built this beautiful room building at the time of the shul expansion. We have many different backgrounds, people that are here davening with us. We have Moroccans, we have Iraqis, we have, which are, Indians, Iraqi, there is Egyptian, there is Persians for sure. And amongst Persians, each town have different minhagim. We have a number of people from Shiraz. I was born in Kashan. I was raised mainly in Tehran. We have Isfahanis. One thing that has pulled all the Sephardim together around the world is, Rabbi Ovadia Yosef Olav Shalom. We follow Minhag Yerushalmi. We started bringing in young Bachorim from different communities that would help us, with mainly Torah reading. Our families were starting to grow. We have children coming into picture. There were bar mitzvahs. So we had to teach them for Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. We always had chazanim coming in from outside. And then it kind of drew into the weekly services, especially when we had regular every week service, Shabbat Minyanim. And Rabbi Cocoon came into picture. He was with us for over 8 years. A number of our children, my children, were taught by him, to learn for their bar mitzvahs. It wasn't enough to have, one day a week on Shabbat to have somebody come in. And so we started looking for rabbis. Rabbi Batash was the first rabbi we hired here. There were only 20, 25 families. It's difficult to support a rabbi, a family. Most recently, about 3 years ago, we hired Rabbi Shabbat, who, being that he was raised here in this country, he went through Yeshiva University. The background helps a lot. He has many shiurim that go on during the week. As a result, we have really attracted Ashkenazim joining us for Shabbat. And during the week also, we have a few people that come join us every morning. It helps a lot to have the Ashkenazi community around us, where we need, help just to make a minyan. We have few families that are part of us now, and they only daven with us on Shabbat. Being that our children are born here and they go to Ashkenazi yeshivot, even in Israel, it's natural that these kids are not growing up as traditional Sephardim.